Essentially, the Human Family Project is a network which brings people together. It is a tribute to everything that is good about humanity. It embraces every colour, creed and race, and strives to uphold that which is good in each of them. Essentially, at its core, the Human Family Project has two functions: to connect and to nurture. First of all, the project is about restoring connection between the individual and his or her community. In doing so, we speed the journey of the individual, making it easier and more fulfilling. It is by creating interconnected units or families within the community and making these families as self-sufficient as possible with regard to food, shelter, education, healthcare, emotional and spiritual support, that we are in effect safeguarding the future of our children. We are creating a legacy, establishing a legacy of giving back to Mother Earth, and we are bringing unity where previously there was discord and division. So the project goes beyond any divisive ideology. It does not promote any particular belief system. Rather, it provides its members with an empowered space from which they can make their own choices, free from fear and free from coercion. So the project supports any endeavour which consciously promotes human rights and supports the well-being of human communities. The project supports above all the quality and energy of the mother. This is a quality that is within each one of us as the nurturing and loving ability to care for others. In our opinion, this is the most essential quality to cultivate within communities at this time. It is the mother who facilitates and coordinates the coming together of the human families. It is the mother who holds the family together, and it is the mother who recognizes that every member has their own unique position within the family. No role is better or worse, but each role is unique. And whether a member is seemingly ahead or behind, it doesn't matter. The mother will provide them with the support that they need. So mothers see beyond their immediate family, and they realize that we are in effect part of a much larger family, the human family. This family has been purposefully weakened and divided, but it can heal and it can come together once again. This is why the mothers are an essential ingredient, because without love, the human family cannot unite. The project began as an idea in 2021 when the disconnect between neighbours and levels of anxiety in the community were at an all-time high. During this period of forced isolation and lockdowns, we were one of the only cafes to remain open in our town. We served takeaway coffee and meals and were thereby able to interact with a large portion of our community. We noticed that many people felt very isolated and very afraid. We also noticed that simply by being able to come in and talk with us and share some of their concerns, they would leave feeling a lot lighter and looking a lot happier. Some of our community would attend human rights marches or go to neighbourhood meetings, and while they were there they would have a sense of relief. But as soon as they got back home, those feelings would resurface once again. Some of our community members also maybe had made plans to go and live out in the bush. This was not really a either fun or realistic long-term option for the majority of people. So we saw that we needed to put together a staunch support system that the community could rely on at all times. We realized that the only way we could not only survive but thrive through any unexpected or difficult situation was to work together. And simply by knowing the knowledge that we can depend on our neighbours for food, for shelter, for comfort, and for the essentials that we need during times of difficulty affords great peace of mind. And so this is how the families were born. A mother can be a man or a woman. A mother is someone who knows that people are the greatest assets, not things. Mothers do not look after their families because they are smarter or wealthier than others. They do so because they have experience. They know that we are all interconnected, and they have faith that together we have a bright future ahead of us. By simply knowing that a group of people have your back no matter what, members are able to fulfill their potential and become the best that they can be. Sometimes we nominate a mother, but most often a mother is chosen by his or her family. At the Human Family Project, we believe that this title is the greatest honour to be bestowed on anyone. The role of a mother is a role that calls one forward because it embodies many of the qualities that we all strive for: compassion, wisdom, patience, selflessness, but also strength and fierceness in the face of anything that threatens the well-being of the family. A mother does not do everything. On the contrary, the role of a mother is as facilitator and coordinator, and they are often wise to nominate a second, someone who understands and supports them, who ensures their wishes are carried out, and who can take over the role of mother should this be required. A mother puts together the structures and teams which will provide answers to problems once they arise. So, for example, a family may decide they want to have a metaphysical group or a well-being team to cater for preventative health care and spiritual and emotional guidance for the family. Many families have gardening groups or seed savers groups who very quickly can put together a veggie patch or food garden or provision center where families can turn to in times of food scarcity or scarcity of resources. Working bees ensure that many hands make light work. Some families like to share educational resources or childcare for their children. A first response team can be prepared in times of emergency when specialized knowledge, abilities, or protection are needed. A telegram group or other means of private communication can be set up for each of these teams and also for the family in general, so that news of events, meetings, calls for assistance, resources that want to be shared or distributed, and other important insights can be relayed easily. While there is always a time for sharing news and information, the mother will ensure that the family stays on track by being solutions oriented. So the mother will do this by positively guiding any discussions or talks so that they remain conducive to carrying the family forward to the desired destination. So the mother will be very good at delegating constructive tasks so that the thoughts and energy of family members remain aligned towards positive actions and outcomes. Sometimes it's natural for talk to drift and become about things or against things, and sometimes it's very easy to shift this so that the talk becomes for something, so that the energy is being used to carry the family forward to a desirable result or outcome. So overall, the role of the mother is to be the impetus for the family to come together and see how best they can assist each other in trust and understanding. A mother coordinates the resources, skill sets, and roles so that the family can essentially fulfill their own needs. Overall, the mother is free to run her family in whatever way works for them and for their network. A family is essentially a network of people working together for the common good. They pool their resources and they help out when needed. In times of difficulty or unexpected scenarios or events, a family finds resilience in their unity. The members are there for each other in the same way we would be there for our parents, our brothers and sisters, or our children in times of need. We know a family is strong, not because everyone agrees on everything, but because when it really matters, the members are there for each other. They are united in love. In any area, town, or city, the more families are present, the more resilient the family network becomes, and in turn, the more self-sufficient and united the community. A family starts with 8 households, but can become as big as a mother is happy to work with. New members can be brought in by the mother or by existing family members, as long as everyone else in the family is happy to work with these new people also. Sometimes a mother may decide a family is too big, or may decide a family will be better served by splitting it into smaller groups, possibly closer together in distance or intention. And in this case, the mother may nominate a new mother, and he or she will become a grandmother to this new family, and will be able to share in resources, connections, and experience. The beauty is that every single family is different depending on the mother they have chosen and the unique abilities, configuration, and outlook of the family members. Some of our families have only 8 members, and they like it this way. They like being a small, intimate group. They're all neighbors, and they don't want to get any bigger. Some of our families have close to 100 members, some close to 500, and this works well too because the mother of those families is quite happy to coordinate everyone. Some of our families meet up every week for dinner, so that a decent meal is provided for everybody, no matter what is going on in their lives. Some of our families end their meetings with a group meditation. Some of our families don't even really need to meet formally very much at all, because they are all already on the same page. And if a message needs to be conveyed, the mother will send it out to everyone so that everyone knows what is going on. We have families who have made plans and set aside provisions and supplies in secure locations so that they can leave the city if they need to, and this gives them peace of mind. We have had instances of families turning up to prevent human rights violations. No violence has ever been necessary. The simple fact of a united family group turning up, being present and bearing witness has been enough to uphold what is right. Roads can be blocked. Neighbouring families can be called on for backup. Events can be filmed. So many solutions become possible when we are many. You would want to join a family if you understand that peace on earth and unity of the human race begin with us today, here and now. Communities benefit from families because rates of depression, hospitalization, anxiety and stress go right down. It is communities and not money that are the true wealth of today. Families are priceless, even for the most resilient amongst us. Being able to offer resources, strength and insight to our neighbours makes for a far more fulfilling experience than being preoccupied solely with our own well-being. When we take our eyes off ourselves, miracles start to happen. We cannot count on our local politicians, police force or local government to hear us, but the family does hear its members, and even if there are no immediate solutions to a problem, the family will work towards it. If you want to join a family, you are welcome to connect with us, and we will put you in touch with the family we know of closest to you in your area. But to be honest, the easiest way is for you to start your own. Once you have enough members, you can nominate a mother. Even if you live in an isolated area or feel disconnected from your community, if you look at what it is that you really want and take a step towards connecting with others who are walking in the same direction that you want to go, you will be pleasantly surprised to find that there are others looking to connect just as much as you. If you already have a trusted network, then starting to put a family together should be easy. Do feel free to get in touch with us, and if you want to stay in touch, we will add you to our mailing list so we can share our resources with you. We have families connecting with us from all over the world, and this makes us very happy. There are incredible initiatives and projects being activated by families every day, and being able to share these ideas with the family network is truly wonderful. The Human Family Project does not have an owner or president. Although it started here in far north Queensland, it does not belong only here. It belongs all over the world. It belongs to that which is best in each of us. Initially, we only shared about this project via word of mouth. We liked that it is a grassroots movement which does not depend on technology to spread and to grow. Yet we realized that there is a place to share about this online, because then it becomes available to many more people. While we will always provide resources and ideas to help this project grow and to nurture it, we cannot do this alone. We need mothers and we need families everywhere to step up. Your communities need you. The planet needs you. This is a time to come together for a higher purpose. In reality, we are all part of the human family, although some of us do not know this yet. But when we are true to ourselves, we attract others who are walking on the same path. And then because we are together, the journey becomes much easier and much more fun.